After an afternoon of rain, parts of Florida's Shell Creek can be positively picturesque. But just upstream is an image of horror. C.W. Lehue and Jim Moss were working on the top of the Punta Gorda Dam when one slipped into the frothing water, taking both of them down. Now their safety lines are the only things saving them from certain death. Charlotte County Sheriff and fire rescue crews have been unsuccessful in their attempts. So an emergency call is made to the top guns of water rescue, the U.S. Coast Guard. C.W. and Jim have been beaten by the deluge for over an hour. Their strength is gone. But as Coast Guard rescue swimmer John Rice descends into the tumultuous waters, he's not feeling as strong as usual either.
I'd never worked in swift water, so I had to call upon all my training and just kind of do my best.
The water immediately grabs John's respect and attention.
The water hit me, it pinned me to the very bottom, and it just kept churning. At that point, I knew that the magnitude of the rescue was not going to be easy.
Once his team winches him out of the torrent, John realizes one of the men has more than water threatening to kill him.
C.W. actually had a lanyard tied around his neck, and it was actually cutting off his airway. So that increased the magnitude and the urgency to get him free so he could breathe.
Descending again, John puts the rescue sling around C.W. and tries to find his knife to cut him free. But the avalanche of water makes every task a challenge. Finally, the line is severed, and C.W. is on his way up. The team makes a quick assessment of his injuries. But John's fellow rescuer, Zach, observes a chilling development in the water below.
Zach touched my shoulder and was like, "John, he just went under."
Jim Moss has disappeared. It appears he succumbed to the dam's deluge. John Rice heads down again, knowing he may only find Jim's lifeless body. He follows the safety line down under the surface. As he reaches the end, he prepares for the worst and yanks on the dead weight. But the water pulls the line out of John's hand. He takes hold again, and this time, Jim's head emerges from behind the wall of water.
He just let out this massive gasp of air like he had been holding his breath for a very long time.
Unbelievably, Jim is alive. John cuts his safety line and holds on tight, riding skyward to the awaiting helicopter.
After they released C.W.'s weight from the cable, the current was so strong that it just basically closed off any path of air, so I went back under the column of water. To the right of me was the dam wall, and over top of me was a column of water, and I had like a channel through there where I could just basically hang there and breathe.
Miraculously, 15 minutes after escaping the water's grip, both men were up and walking in the hospital, when they easily could have been lying in the morgue.
There's no doubt in my mind that both of those men thought that they were going to die.
I thought I'd probably never see my wife again, but I figured that I could hang in there as long as I could.
But to hang on for over an hour, C.W. and Jim needed support. Support they got from each other.
Back and forth hollering at one another, "You all right?" "Yeah, I'm all right. Are you all right?" We went in it together. We're going all the way through it together.
I knew good and well when I saw that orange and white helicopter come across that tree line, I knew I was in good hands and I was going to get out of that.
The two men never lost hope, but without their miracle from above, they wouldn't have survived.
The Coast Guard's definitely our angels from heaven. They saved our lives.